all of us here in Malaysia, we are all Rojak, we Rojak because of the people. The people, Rojak culture, Rojak bahasa, Rojak what? It's just so beautiful. And that is why I decided to call this album Rojak because it represents Malaysia. One thing about this album, this Rojak album, it's actually my last album. This one, if I could describe it, it was just like boom. We didn't expect it. I didn't expect it. I was not even sure about Ragaman at first. Mula-mula tu memang tak berapa confident dengan Ragaman ni. But I think that's why you always need a good working partner with you, a good friend with you, the people around you who can detect certain things that you're not sure of. And in this case, Mike was quick to point out that Ragaman was actually a very good song when I was jamming on the guitar one day. It actually, an interesting story to it is that I was trying to come up with an idea for a new song for one of our talents under Faithful Music. But then when I just started to jam out like really weird stuff, Mike heard it and he liked it, and he liked the words that came out, the tom yum and the lasagna, whatever, chendol, whatever that came out spontaneously. He liked it. I wasn't sure. He convinced me to do it. The rest is history. One of my favorite songs, to be honest, because it's very different. I don't even know if I'll do anything like that again. Yeah. Well, a lot of people were asking if this song was directly what do you call it? Ditujukan. It was directed to like the women or my wife or whatever. I think one thing I can say is that Ragaman is more of a song that I would want everyone to celebrate, their marriage and cherish moments that sometimes you're not, you go through a lot of hard times through marriage, and it's very normal for people to have fights or disagree with a lot of things in marriage, but at the end of the day, God knows what's best for you, so celebrate that marriage and stay true to your partner. Yeah. Ratu is a song that we had in the, I don't know if it was in the fridge or the oven for quite a long time. Mike and me didn't know what to do with the song at first, and it actually started off as a hip-hop song where that chorus was actually just the chorus to a hip-hop song, so the verse would have been hip-hop rapping, and then the chorus came in. But we kept that for quite some time. We changed the arrangement a few times. We came back to it like almost 3 or 4 times after putting it aside. And I think I remember Mr. Ezra Kong, when he heard the song, he said, why don't you guys just strip this song down and make it like a piano ballad, which was a super awesome idea. So thank you very much to Ezra for that. And then at the end, Mage just came in and did his magic as usual, and that's another big song for me. One of my personal favorites, very hard to sing though, but yeah, there you go, Ratu. Until today, I know a lot of people are questioning what in the world is Starfeather. It's pretty hard for me to explain. But if you want me to be honest, it all started when we were watching this video on YouTube about a starfeather, I think. Is it called a starfeather? Starfeather, with Ezra Kong, and it just inspired us to come up with a song. And I think the moment we confirmed the structure of the song, the melody and everything, we knew straight away that it would fit into that, that message, the humanity message. We actually had the initial idea with Starfeather was it was actually a song for those who were, who were experiencing mental problems or any kind of problems, but it happens. But life is all about that. It's how you overcome it. And we were lucky enough during the production of Starfeather, while we were busy finishing up Starfeather, I was involved with a humanitarian mission to Rohingya, Cox's Bazar, with Faith Man and Hand for Hand from Brunei, NGO from Brunei. Eye-opening, humbling experience, and it just works perfectly with Starfeather, and we thought that it fit in perfectly. So Starfeather is for all of you out there who are in distress, who are stressed out with life, who have a lot of things on their mind and feel like the world is against them. Then yeah, Starfeather is for you. Remember that life has its ups and downs, and it's just how you react to each and every situation. Kamu, another song with Mr. Ezra Kong, the man of the moments. Mr. Ezra Kong, thank you so much for being involved in this album. Kamu, this was one of my personal favorites from this album. This is one of my personal favorites from the album. It does sound a bit like something I've done before, but I think I also need to keep that kind of vibe in each and every of my albums, But I like this song because it has that hard-hitting feel, and I love the chord progression, and I just love what Ezra did with this song, to be honest. And this was also one song that we had to wait for a while to release. Sorry, Mr. Ezra. But it's just one of those songs where it's between you, and it can be either between you and God, or between you and your partner, or whoever you love, someone that is always there for you, who always puts their trust in you, who always puts their faith in you no matter what happens to you. I love Kamu also because actually I was given the opportunity to record some of the instruments, the music in Liverpool in Parr Street Studios. It was a great experience, and I think the recording there did actually help to bring a different kind of vibe and sound compared to the other songs we had recorded. So I'm always looking for new studios, new places to go to and record stuff, because you want to be refreshed all the time. So Kamu is one of my personal favorites, actually. Bisa Aja is I think one of the songs in this album that maybe most of my listeners before this, or fans, if that's what you want to call them, have not heard from me. It's very back to basics, band sounding, like 4-piece, 5-piece band like that. I personally wanted to have a sound like that in my album, a bit more stripped and more organic. And if you watch the music video, it's about a relationship between it's a long distance relationship, between two people who love each other. It can be anyone, actually, as usual. Your wife, your daughter, your mum, your friend, whoever it is. And it's I'm not sure how many people got the message, but it was more of showing that what I actually wanted to do with Bisa Aja, especially with the music video, because we shot it in Japan and Indonesia, because I if there is any kind of gesture or anything that I can do to make relationships, any relationship better, I'm all for that. So yeah, that's it. Nothing else to say. Malaysia is a song we recorded, but I never expected to record Malaysia out of the country, but then that is a strong message showing that no matter where we go, we should carry our the name of our country, the name of our our roots with us. And although we recorded this most of the music in Amsterdam, we actually I never expected Malaysia would actually be the song that would make me the first ever performer to perform for Hari Kebangsaan the opportunity to perform in front of the country's leaders. It was very humbling, and I was very honored because I mean, it was a new government, you know, after 60 years, and then they said that throughout those 60 years, usually the perbarisan, or the what do you call it, the parade, is it the parade, they usually don't have singers performing. So it was a very humbling experience for me. And what else can I say about Malaysia? I wrote the song because I love Malaysia, even though we recorded some of the music outside of the country in Amsterdam. A good experience. But it's just a way of me showing that no matter where I go, because I love traveling, no matter where I go, Malaysia will always be in my heart. It does not mean that when you don't see someone for too long, the person does not remember you. This is Anfield. What else can I say about This is Anfield? It's pretty obvious. It's a song about Liverpool Football Club, not the other clubs. And this song was written together with Mr. Ezra Kong and Mike Chan. We've had this song for about 3 years also. Went through quite a lot of, I wouldn't say arrangements. I would actually say that This is Anfield was one of the songs that we knew straight away what to do with it, what we wanted, what we were looking for, as opposed to most of the other stuff like Ratu, like Kamu. We had it for a while, we had to strip it down, even Bisa Aja. So This is Anfield, the moment we came up with that song, we already knew what it would sound like, what we wanted it to sound like. And thankfully managed to also record some parts in Liverpool. Past Street Studio makes it more special, the song. And it's been a good season for Liverpool. Last season, won the Champions League, number 6, baby. I don't know, but my personal, maybe I don't say this about all the other songs, but my personal, my dream, my hope for this song is that, I don't know, maybe one day it gets to be played at Anfield and everyone sings to it. And but the most important thing, if this helps to bring the Liverpool fans together, if this helps to bring Liverpool to another level, to push the team to another level, then I'm already very happy to do so. So This is Anfield.
Good night, sleep tight, don't let the...
Until We Meet Again was a song that was randomly written by me out of nowhere, somewhere in a hotel. Before going to sleep, it just came out. I had my guitar with me. I think I put up a video of it on Instagram. A few of my fans picked it up, but this was also a very, very long time ago. I think probably 2-3 years ago also. I didn't actually have the intention to put the song in the album, but I think after Mike heard it, he said this would be a very good song for the album. You know, because the album, we actually wanted to have a playlist. You know, that was the concept of the album, hence Rojak. You know, it's more of a playlist. If you go through the songs, you listen to all the songs, one after the other, there isn't really that cohesion that you expect from an album. It's not like properly put together, but that is actually what I wanted to have, you know, especially in an era of digital streaming music. You know, you could just like skip from one genre to another. So this album was more of a playlist kind of concept. So until we meet again, guys, thank you very much for supporting. Okay, so initially, Until We Meet Again would have been the last song to the Rojak album, but in the process of the label, my team, preparing to deliver and ship out the album and print the album, we were preparing for the the album to be released. We were approached by Anney Monster to write the theme song for their huge movie, actually, Bobo Boy the movie. Sorry. Huge movie, Bobo Boy movie 2. It was an opportunity I didn't want to turn down. I was very interested in writing the song for it, but we never had any plans. We never had any intention to release it as a single or in the album. But because everyone just liked it, everyone from the team liked it, the label liked it. It looked like a very strong song to put in the album, so we decided, hey, you know what? Why not? We just put Fire and Water in the album. And that is why Fire and Water is in the album. Good vibes, and I think it's a good way to end the album because you end with a bang. So I take back what I said about Until We Meet Again. So there you go, all the tracks from Rojak. Thank you. One thing about this album, this Rojak album, it's actually my last album. But then when I say my last album, that does not mean I'm quitting from music. This is the, there's nothing else from me after this. I will be involved in music. I love music. Music is my passion. I've always loved music. And I believe I've managed to reach out to so much more people out there with good messages, with good vibes. I believe I've managed to let out a lot of the things in me that I couldn't before this through my music. And I believe that I would like to believe that I've managed to bring people together through my music. So how could I stop doing something like that? Because it makes me feel good, So my last album does not mean the end of my career in music, no. If you ask me, like honestly, it's also looking at the market we have right now. I know this might not be the most best or most sentimental answer you're expecting from me, but it's more of looking at the market with nowadays, people don't really, I don't know if albums are relevant anymore. I mean, but we have digital music nowadays, and when I say this is my last album, I'll still be releasing singles. It's just that I won't be having a properly compiled album. Okay, so I'll still be writing music, still be writing for other people. I'll still be singing, performing. I'm not so sure. That's one thing I'd like to look into. At this age. But yeah, my last album, but not the last of me. That's all I can say. Yeah. So this is the Rojak album, my last album, and this is the very, very limited edition box. Very nice box actually. Texture, I love it. Ini pun first time saya dapat tengok actually. Saya tak buka, tak tengok lagi apa kat dalam. Nice print, very nice colours.